Still made in the USA for now. Got this SK, finally came in. I ordered this ratchet to finish off my kit. I got a lot of feedback from the guys in the comments, and there's a guy who left a comment, and he was like questioning whether SK really did make any tools in the USA, or is all this just old stock. And I was like, well, at the SEMA show they said that they were still gonna market stuff here, but then like I started trying to research it and find out about the plant. I think it's in Maryland or something. I couldn't find anything out about it. I think that guy's right. He might be right. Oh, doesn't fit. That might not be out here, but let's go with this. Got a made in the USA SK LP90. Doesn't fit in the kit now. A little bit too long to fit in the kit, and I'm not cutting the handle off, so I'll just use it. I'll just throw it in the box. And then picked up some of these Diablo blades. These are the best blades, guys. These Diablos, they last a long time. It takes a long time for them to wear out, and they cut really, really well. Working on this floor job that I'm doing over here, I finally wore out the Diablo blade that I've been using for a very long time, 6 months to a year minimum. I've had those on the truck for a long time. As a matter of fact, the last time I bought a pack like this with multiple blades in it, and I've gone through all the blades now, that pack lasted me almost 2 years. So it's well worth it, you know. So they seem pricey at first, but just ignore the sticker shock that like one of these blades, this is a Milwaukee, I never tried any of theirs. I seen shop tool reviews, but I use these, and like it's like $20 a blade is basically what it works out to be. If you buy them in a multi-pack like this, you get them for about $15 a blade. And compared to the Harbor Freight blades and some of the DeWalt stuff, and you know, some of the cheaper stuff, it seems like that's a lot of money just for one blade. But you got to understand, with those other blades, you use them one time on a job, and then they're done. This one, I get so much use out of them, so I can totally recommend these, especially the one with the carbide teeth, the bimetal blades. So that's like what at the bottom, this is saying what the actual tool is made out of. Like this Milwaukee, it says bimetal blade. Well, that's what it's made out of. It has like a little coating on it. And, you know, the coatings kind of work, you know, until they wear off, and then they don't work, and you're just to the high-speed steel or whatever it is, and then that's it. All right, this is high carbon steel on their scraper blades. So this is just for like what I was doing with taking off of that construction adhesive, because they glued that floor down. Brilliant guys. I mean, they're just geniuses. I don't know why they did that. And go for the ones with the carbide teeth. They're gonna cost even more, but listen to me, guys. These blades last a unbelievably long time. So it's okay if it's $30 a blade when it's gonna last 6 to 12 months, you know, within reason. Depends on what you're doing and how often you're doing it. But typically my experience with cheap OMT blades, oscillating multi-tools, most OMT blades, especially ones you get from Harbor Freight, you use them one time, you're done. Then you buy it again. So it doesn't matter, it's $7. You're gonna buy one every time you need to use it. So skip that and go straight for the good stuff, guys. Then I got this to save some of the bulk in this bag because, you know, like with this bag, everything's kind of sharing. It has a little space at the fold right here, but it's taken away, and it's hard for me to get this stuff in here. And this pocket is sharing the space with this pouch. The back pouch, it has a fold, so that much is independent, but a lot of the stuff is shared space. So I said, well, I'll get a Klein or a Milwaukee driver, stick it on the side, and then I can free up this pocket and maybe just go with some individual bits like they have it set up for, and just go with some individual bits. All right, so yeah, that's what we got. It's gonna be getting cold soon. Some places where you guys are at, it's already cold. I buy Smart Wool products. Ever since I found out about them, I typically buy a few more things. They're pricey. So like one pair of underwear is like $50. So to some people it's worth it. Some people it's not. So but when it's cold, I want to be warm, and I don't like to have on like 1,000 layers. So I wear Smart Wool hats, Smart Wool thermals, you know, Smart Wool socks, Smart Wool underwear, and then I can have like, I don't want to have like 5 or 6 layers on to be warm. I want a product to where I can just put on a normal set of clothing and not have to deal with the cold. So that's why I buy their stuff, guys, especially for my feet. I want great socks for my feet. I went through like 4 or 5 different brands of what were supposed to be wool socks last year, and if they didn't shrink up to like mini me sizes after the first wash, they just didn't hold up. But a lot of times those socks shrank up so much that I couldn't even get them on anymore. So or they didn't keep my feet warm. You know, they didn't do what they're supposed to do, like the merino wool and things like that, which is that's what all this stuff is, you know, merino wool products. So yeah, so that's what we got on that. And I gotta finish this up. This is getting picked up later on today, and I gotta put all this stuff back together. All right, done with the Class B. Now I just gotta clean up. Here's some of the tools I use. Cordless circular saw. What's the model number on this? A DCS 391. Of course, the oscillating multi-tool. This was a DCS 355. This thing was awesome. Wonder if they have an updated one. Wouldn't mind getting one. The Milwaukee one, I think, is a little stronger than the DeWalt one. I've used one before, and seemed to work a little better. It's 18 gauge brad nailer. A set of bits. And then my pry tools. Level. I think I got this from Harbor Freight. It's like solid aluminum. It's really good. My Pittsburgh tape. Excuse me. CRC. I use this as a spray adhesive to put down the trim. Some of the trim has to be glued on. Use that. And my Craftsman tray. Use this DCF 850, the short one. Oh, that bit needs to go back in there. And then the blower worked out really well, especially for cleaning stuff off. And this blower is a DCB's Lima 7. Yep, I keep this in the truck. It's handy, especially this time of year. You gotta get on the roof and do something. Just blow it off, especially doing RPMs and stuff. Use my sprayer. I got this from Harbor Freight. I had to treat the black mold, so I had to liberally, even though I removed it, I still, just wanted to treat the unit with the bleach. So, and plus I had to reuse the floor, the top floor, that weird vinyl stuff they had in there. So, sprayed it down really good with bleach. Tried to use this. It's my staple gun, but the battery was all the way dead, and I didn't want to dig through my battery box to get it. I used several of the blades out of here, so I was glad I had those. And the scraper blades work really good. This is the one I had. It was just a cheapy one, but you can see how it's just kind of lost its edge. So I broke out this one. I used this Craftsman grinder on a screw. Grind that down to the floor while I was doing tear out. Various bits. My Milwaukee powered caulk gun. Where's that at? Over here. I use that. Of course, my mechanics gloves. And my Milwaukee inflator. And I put all the stuff up. It is a church night. Don't know if I'll make it today or not. And my little giant ladder to get on the roof to do that AC service and increase the size of the drain holes. Clean out the filters that's underneath the cooling coils, the evaporator coils. So, yeah. So that was a success. Done with that. Just got to put everything up, and then I can, let's see. Yeah, I probably won't make it to church. It starts at 7:30. By the time I get all this put up and take a shower, it will be past due, and I need to eat. So I will see you guys on the next one. See if I get a chance to show you some more tools in action and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. All right. Oh yeah, this thing. Of course, I couldn't get the door on and off without that snap-on wobble bit. Use that. That thing is nice. I gotta buy another number 2 though. I've misplaced the number 2, unless it's somewhere. These are my AC combs. Some of them. I have a lot of those things. Unless it's in here somewhere, just kind of hanging out. I'll have to. Don't see it. It would stand out to me because it's unique. So, anyway, let me get this stuff put up so I can relax. How could I forget? I also bought another pair of Georgia boots while I'm waiting on the Red Wings. I like these boots. You just can't get them too wet. I went back and read the documentation, and they don't even claim that they're waterproof. So I don't know why I thought that they were, but they're not, because these are the Eagles. These aren't the ones with the Gore-Tex in them. So, dare I say, these are the cheap boots, being that they're $150. But as far as boots go, especially a 8 or 9 inch boot, that is pretty cheap for a leather boot. But these boots are, you know, 1 day break-in. They're comfortable right out the box, and that's what I remembered about them and I liked about them. And I could take them back to local Tractor Supply. They do honor the 1-year warranty, so if the stitching or something, I like the way they're made, you know, if the stitching or something comes out of them, I could take them back. But you know, if they fall apart, I could take them back. So it'll work for right now. Like I said, I got a pair of Red Wing Gore-Tex, you know, top of the line, whatever the best was that they sold, I bought it. So I'll be waiting on those. And yeah, it's the end of the day, man. It's actually the end of the night. It was a long day. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.